Hi guys, Dr. Gaynor here, and I want to talk a little bit about building strong father-child relationships for positive mental health. Father's Day is right around the corner, and um, relationships with parents can be very complicated. Some of us can maybe have better relationships with our parents, with our fathers in particular, than others. So here are three tips to help have a strong, healthy relationship. First tip is spending time together. For most of us, spending time together, doing enjoyable activities, doing things that make us feel good, that make us laugh, that get us active, that are new experiences, help us feel connected to people. And that's no different with your relationship with your father. And so, making time to spend intentional time in activities that you enjoy, eating a meal, being outside, going to the movies, just doing things that you can enjoy with your father is really important. And so, I think it's important to cultivate those relationships and those situations when it comes to younger children. So, really helping to kind of hear what they enjoy and engaging with them as fathers to do things that are enjoyable, but also as age appropriate, doing things with them that you enjoy so that they can get a look into your life. So maybe you're a dad who is a sports enthusiast. So having them maybe watch a game with you or go to a social event where people are watching games and there's other children, but it's also social and engaging and it's something you enjoy, helps them to feel connected and a part of your world. If there's a sports team or activity you're involved in, it's important to get your kids engaged. Let them see you outside of just the father role so they get to know you as a person, and of course, with them, helping to be a part of the things that they enjoy and they like, and really listening to what those things are really helps to cultivate closeness and relationships that create just positive feelings, enjoyment, and really create a bond that can last a lifetime. The second tip to building a healthy relationship is communication. So, when it comes to younger children, I think a lot of times we may forget that children pay a lot more attention to what you say than what you do. So, really modeling communication, really modeling having conversations when they're getting in trouble at school or when they're having difficulties with friends, really taking the time to not only tell them what they did wrong or kind of talk about what they could have done better, but to listen to their feelings and emotions. I remember as a child really feeling heard because my mother took the time to hear me. And what I hear a lot of children say is, parents don't understand what they go through. So taking the time to hear them, no matter how mundane it seems, really listening to hear versus respond is extremely important in cultivating those conversations and creating that open communication. And then as an adult, we still need that time. And so I think on both ends, sometimes we are kind of so used to someone's responses that we don't really take the time to hear. But taking the time to listen before responding and also asking maybe our adult father to do the same thing. A lot of times, maybe this has not been the most positive thing, but as we're older, we can take command of the communication that we desire. And so sometimes it may be important to ask for what you need in a conversation. What I mean by that is sometimes we need people to hear us, and sometimes we need to hear their advice. And a lot of times, particularly people we love, but dads, men are fixers. They want to fix everything, they want to give us a solution, but sometimes we need to be heard. We can't assume that people can read our minds. So, starting a conversation with, I really just need to vent, is a good way to say, hey, I just need you to hear me. Or, can you let me finish? I want you to hear this, and then I want to hear what you think. But starting to kind of cultivate what you need in communication with your adult father versus being frustrated at what you don't get is important. A lot of times, the people we love give us the best that they have, but sometimes we can give them a little bit of a roadmap of what we need. And number three is honoring. Fathers are extremely important. They affirm and confirm our identity. They are our first teachers. They are our first coaches. In ideal situations, they are our protectors. They take care of us. They prepare for us. They play such an integral role in our lives. But sometimes we haven't had the most positive experience, Or sometimes some of us have lost our fathers. And so being sensitive to if you have lost your dad, whatever this day means to you for Father's Day, you honor him in the way that works best for you. Whether that's spending time alone thinking about him, doing something he enjoyed, just doing something fun to get your mind off of it. Honor how you feel to honor your father. And if it's a difficult relationship, maybe it's a relationship where you guys don't talk a lot or you don't have a close relationship, appreciating what he has been able to do, or maybe also appreciating the lessons you've learned from the relationship you have. And if it's a positive relationship, taking time to honor your father and letting him know how you appreciate him, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. I think it's really important to honor what is and what isn't. So if a relationship is not positive, honoring the ability, if a relationship is not positive, honoring the ability to move forward and to be strong and to be able to have maybe fictive fathers or uncles, people that you can rely on, to be able to overcome and be a better father than your father was, honoring all the things related to being a dad, and appreciating all the blessings. Sometimes it's really hard when relationships are challenging to really appreciate how things have worked out. But remember, people do the best that they can with the information that they have. So, how can we honor, if it's not maybe our earthly father, if you are someone who believes in God, our heavenly father, and how you've been able to overcome all the struggles? Fatherhood means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. But what are the positive things that you can glean from your experience or lack thereof from the relationship you've had or haven't had? And what do you bring into the relationship with your children or your future children? All of these things will help to develop positive mental health because we're identifying the things that we enjoy, we're deepening our relationships, and we're also taking care of ourselves and creating boundaries. So make sure to take care of yourself in these relationships. Be honest with what you need and have a very happy Father's Day.